I ask you to think about the skill you recently acquired. That can be singing, doing some sport, driving a car, giving an Ignite talk. That can be anything. Where have you got with it? Have you developed it to a proficiency, so now you are thinking about starting a completely new career based on that skill? Or the other extreme, you've given it up after a few lessons and just left your self-esteem in ruins and thinking about what to do next instead of this. What makes the difference between these two? I will show you a 4-phase model today about how people learn new things. And that's because I believe that simply being aware of this new model will make you easier pass those difficult phases of the learning process itself. I have a new hobby. I want to learn juggling. So I have the balls, and I go to YouTube and just learn the theory, right? That's pretty easy. Now I can do juggling in theory. But as the old saying goes, theory and practice are the same in theory, but they are completely different in practice. So what I need here is not a lot of theory, but a lot of practice. So I will go through that model and demonstrate that for you. In a practical example, I will show you how my learning process of juggling 3 balls demonstrate those 4 phases, and given I only have 4 minutes, I will speed time up a bit. So I hope that's okay for you. So first phase, I am really motivated to do juggling. That's the heart on the left-hand side, but my skills, the brain on the right, are still not there, right? So I cannot even catch a single ball. But I do practice, and after a while, my motivation just declines, you know. I still cannot catch that ball, despite of a lot of practice I've done. And I really don't have that motivation anymore, the initial enthusiasm. So, you know what? I just give it up. I don't care. Thank you for your attention. I was told by Peter that I cannot quit. So instead of just giving up the whole thing, let's take a closer look at this phase 2, because I think that's the crucial point of that learning process. This is the most difficult one. This is where most of us give it up, because this is where the initial enthusiasm goes away. But you have to realize that's not the end of the world. It's just the first very difficult period. So the question is how to overcome it. And for that, we have to realize that there are other phases of developing the skills, and there are people helping us, mentors, teachers, managers, parents, who nudge us to get to those further phases. Right? And if we realize and rely on their support, we will be doing good. So where have you got with your initial skill that you told of at the beginning of this presentation? Can you identify phases 1 and 2 of that learning? Motivation going down and up again. So back to my learning process. I love to talk about that one. I am, with a lot of practice, getting into phase 3, where I can start doing some progress. I still made regular mistakes because I'm still not a good juggler. But also what's very important, I start having some good periods where I can do some of it, at least. Not the theory only, but practice as well. And after a while, I will get to phase 4, where I can say I can juggle the 3 balls. I think I still can do it, I just will not continue right now. So to summarize, without the balls, I put all the 4 phases on one slide. We start from the bottom right corner and go counterclockwise. 2 factors are changing. One is the skill itself, which is a continuous development process from phase 1 to phase 4. And there is also the emotional part, motivation and endurance, which is high at the beginning, then goes down, and then hopefully if we are good enough and keep going, it goes back up. And the most important thing is, it's a natural thing. It declines, we lose that motivation before we would regain it, and we could get to phase 4. And where our friends, parents, managers, etc. can help us in that, if they identify in which phase we are, they can give us what we are short of. That can be the skill, phase 1 and 2, or that can be the motivation or support. It's also important that the skill I just learned is juggling 3 balls. If I want to try 4 balls, I couldn't, because that's another learning process. I have to start from the beginning. That will probably be quicker, but still I have to do it from the beginning. So when you have your next skill to learn, I want you to remember that phase 2, anticipate that decline in motivation, and get someone prepared to help you, to support you through that volley. Thank you very much for your attention.